Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are a regular now and have been following along with everything. Today I'm going to share with you what is in my hospital bag. These hospital bag videos have been so requested. I've had lots of people asking me if I can share what's in my hospital bag. I wasn't going to because I kind of figured that there's tons of them on YouTube and what was the point? But I've had lots of people like, this is your fourth time, you must really know what to put in the bag now. So I was kind of like, do you know what? I'm a bit of an old hat, I'm a bit of a pro at packing a hospital bag. So today I'm going to share with you all the bits that are inside my hospital bag. I'm also going to show you what's inside Rich's hospital bag, because we always take like a separate little bag with bits for him. So I better get cracking because there's quite a lot to get through. This, big beast of a holder is what I tend to take my stuff in. I find that a holder is just more practical than a wheelie suitcase. I know a lot of people prefer a wheelie suitcase, but I've got this big holder. I'm now going to put it on the floor because it's heavy, and I will gradually unpack it and show you what I've packed into it so you can see what I've got. Okay, possibly the most important thing you can put in is your hospital notes, because they're going to want those as soon as I get to hospital. So they are in there. I'm having to kind of take them in and out every time I have an antenatal appointment at the moment, but I think it's just safer to keep them in the hospital bag so I know where they are and I'm not going to lose them, and they're going to be where they need to be when I need to go to hospital. What I have tried to do inside the bag is pack it logically so that the things I'm going to need first are near the top, and then the stuff for kind of afterwards is towards the bottom. Does that make sense? So the stuff that I'm going to want for labour is more easily accessible because that's the stuff I'm going to need first. So the only thing that I've packed that I potentially might want in labour is this nightie. I actually packed this, I had this in my hospital bag when I had Quinn. It is a lovely, soft, it's got a little heart pattern on. This is, like I said, second trip now. It's got a V-neck, so it's good for feeding and for skin to skin straight after. I've basically put this in case I choose to labour in it. With all of my previous labours, I've actually ended up in a hospital gown, which kind of suits me because then they can deal with the dirtiness, because they do inevitably get dirty. But yeah, I've packed one. It's obviously in a nice dark colour because that is more forgiving, because, you know, there's bodily fluids involved. But yeah, that is in there for me in case I want it in labour. And that's basically all I've packed for labour. The notes and the nightie are near the top because that's basically all I think I'm going to need pre-baby. Let me show you the other pieces I've got in here, which is more sort of for afterwards, but and I'll just crack on. I've then got a towel. This is just one of our old towels we don't really use very much, but it's just for that shower afterwards. I know the other three that I didn't take a towel, and I'm pretty sure that they gave me towels, but one of the times, and they all become a bit of a blur at this point, they're a bit like, have you got towels for your shower? And I was a bit like, oh, I wasn't sure I was supposed to bring my own towels. So I've just packed one. I had room in the bag, so why not really? I've got a packet of baby wipes in here. I've got another pack in my baby hospital bag. That'll be coming up soon, and I'll pop a link below when it does if you are watching this kind of more in the future, and I've already put that up. But yeah, these wipes are kind of, for me, I tend to think they're quite nice to kind of cool you off, to kind of give yourself a quick wipe. You might want to wipe my face with them or whatever. So there's another packet of wipes in there in case I want those. I've got lots of pairs of plain black big pants. Now, I know lots of people swear by those disposable pants that you can get that you obviously chuck away, but I just find them really, the only time I've ever worn them is when I've had spray tans, but they're just really crinkly and uncomfortable. And let's be honest, I'm going to have just had a baby. Comfort is going to be like the #1 thing I'm going to want. Basically, I just picked up some cheap packets of knickers from Tesco's, I think they were, again in black because black is more forgiving for mess. And then I also have size, I think I went a couple of sizes up on what I would wear normally to allow for kind of tenderness and sort of being a bit swollen, and to allow for maternity pads. But I just find that buying a cheap load of black knickers is more comfortable than having the disposable ones. Now, this is a very personal thing to me, but I'm going to put it out there anyway. These, I've packed new packets of socks. I have done this with every single one of my pregnancies. Now, I don't know about you, there is nothing quite like a new pair of socks. You know, when you put a pair of socks on for the first time and they're nude. I just love a new pair of socks. And I don't like having cold feet. So I always pack a new load of socks. So I've got a new sort of pair to wear afterwards, and I've got a pair to wear during if I want them. It's just a weird thing of mine that I always take a few pairs of new socks. I've then got some pyjamas. These are actually nursing pyjamas, and I picked these up. I think they were George at Asda, and they were really, really reasonable. But basically, because it's going to be, the weather's cheering up, and because we're probably having a May baby, there's a pair of shorts, and then it's like a cami style nursing type top with the little clasps for to make it easier to breastfeed in. So I've got that to wear afterwards, and because it's always good to have a spare, I've also got another spare nightie to wear afterwards. I am anticipating that, like I did with my others, I won't be staying in hospital for very long and I won't need very much, but I would rather have stuff than suddenly be like, I haven't got what I need, and have to send Rich home to get extra things. So I have got obviously like 3 pairs of pyjamas. So I've got the 2 nighties and the pyjamas as well. So I feel like I'm covering all my bases. I have plenty of options of things if I want to wear them. I've then got a box of nursing pads. These Johnson's nursing pads are my favourite ones. They're actually a real pain to get hold of now. I ended up like bulk ordering some off of Amazon. I just find them the most comfy. They're really, really like soft and cottony. They're moulded, so they kind of fit and they don't move around in your like bra. They are the best ones. I don't know why they're so hard to find, but I've got a box of those. In reality, probably won't need these in hospital because your milk doesn't tend to come in until a few days after, by which point I probably will be at home. But I'm taking them anyway because I don't know how long I'm going to have to stay for, and I'd rather have them so that they're there. I've then got 2 packets of maternity pads. Probably don't need to take 2 packets in with me, but going to take 2 packets anyway because there's room in the bag. I always buy the Boots maternity pads. I've had them with all of the kids. I find them really comfy. They're really spongy. We do joke about the fact that they're like surfboards. They are huge and very padded. But I find actually it's quite nice to have that like little cushioniness to sit down on after you've had a baby. So I've got 2 packets of those in my bag. I've then got a bag. This is like a random bag of odd smellies and stuff. So I've got a hairbrush for afterwards because, you know, I probably want to brush my hair. I've also got some lanolin cream. Again, probably won't need this while I'm still in hospital. Probably need this when I get home. I have breastfed all of my kids, and I think even when you've done it a few times before, it still hurts when you're getting started and they have a tiny little mouth and they're learning how to latch properly. And I just find that the lanolin cream just tends to help with not getting too damaged and sore. So I've got that in there. I've then got a new toothbrush for me and a new toothbrush for Rich. They're only new because I didn't want to pack our existing toothbrushes because we're using those. So everybody likes to have a freshen up, don't they? So I always take one for Rich as well because you don't know how long you're going to be there. If history repeats itself, I have a bit of a tendency to labour overnight, and then you kind of, like in the morning, you just want to freshen up. I just think it's nice to have a toothbrush. Rich, this was Rich's choice. He wanted to have some mouthwash, so that's in there too. And I've also taken Rich a deodorant. How good am I? I'm such a nice wife, so that he's not like whiffy. And then I've got a deodorant for me. I've got a little mini tube of toothpaste. I've got some dry shampoo because it's mum's best friend, isn't it? You never know what state of play the hair's going to be in. So I've got some face wash. I probably will use baby wipes, to be honest, if I really, really need to wash my face. But I had a little miniature, so I thought, why not just stick it in anyway? And then last off, again, these, I've just got tons of miniatures. I've probably stolen these from a hotel stay at some point. Well, not stolen, but like, just bought them home. I've got, what have I got? A body wash, a moisturiser, a shampoo and a conditioner, if I want them. I know that historically I haven't washed my hair while I'm in hospital because I would then have to have a hairdryer, and like that just sounds like more faff than I can be bothered with. So I haven't bothered. But I've got them just in case, because I don't know how long I'm going to be there for. Now this is going to be another one, it's personal preference, a bit like the socks. I take a little makeup bag with me. I've taken a little makeup bag with all of my previous labours and I have used it. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. Some people are like, why do you need to put makeup on? What's the point? I just know that for me, after I've had a baby and I've had a bit of a freshen up and a clean, I just feel a bit better about myself to kind of put a little bit of makeup on. Now there's not, you'll see in a minute, there's not very much in here. It's just enough to kind of freshen me up and make me feel a bit more human. It's not because I feel like I need to do it, it's just, it'll make me feel a bit better. And let's be honest, when you have been through the train wreck that is giving birth to a baby, anything that's gonna make you feel a bit better about yourself, it's gonna be a good thing, isn't it? So all I've got in here is a face moisturiser. Again, I've just packed little miniatures that I had. So there's a little Charlotte Tilbury face moisturiser. My foundation, this is literally like, as you can see, like the dregs of a bottle that's left. Because I will probably use it and then I'll leave it there. I'll basically kind of unscrew the lid and use that. I've got a little pot of concealer. I've got a little pot of bronzer and a little pot of blusher. And then the only other thing I've got in this little bag is a hairband, no, a couple of hairbands and some Kirby grips. And then the last thing in my hospital bag is an outfit for me to come home in. I have packed, oh, they're inside out, they've come out of the wash, a pair of maternity jeans. These are maternity jeans that are now at this very kind of heavily pregnant point feeling a little bit tight and uncomfortable, but they will be perfect for afterwards. These jeans basically saw me through from like month 3 to month 7 or 8 quite happily, so they'll be perfect for when I'm still kind of swollen and got a little bit of a bump left afterwards. So they are in there to wear to come home. And then I've also got this amazing t-shirt which is from the Milky Tea Company. Can you see it says mother on the front, but it's a fantastic nursing t-shirt. So it's got zips, oops, down the side so that you can open it up to feed, which I thought was absolutely perfect. So I thought that would be a cute little top to wear with my jeans just to come home in. That is it for what's inside my bag. I've then, as I said at the beginning, got a little bag for Rich. He literally has got a little bag of stuff. His bag basically consists of a lot of snacks. I always leave Rich in charge of, like, in his bag having snacks and kind of provisions and stuff that I might want for while I'm in labour, or he might want for while I'm in labour. Last time Mr. Sweet Tooth bought tons and tons of sweets, and I am much more about savoury stuff, and I ended up being really annoyed because he basically had packed like a bag full of treats for him to have and there wasn't anything in it that I wanted. So this time he has put some savoury stuff in because he made himself a bit unpopular last time. So I've got a tube of Pringles, some Boosts, because I think he's packed these because these are my favourite chocolate bar. I love a Boost. So there's some Boosts. These will be for Rich because I'm not fussed about party rings. So there's some mini party rings in there for him. Some randoms in case I kind of need like a sugary hit for some energy. That was what he bought on the first trip to the shops. And then I said, could he go back and get me some slightly healthier snacks? So he bought me some of these like seedy shots that have got kind of like berries and bits and pieces in, so there's some of those in there as well. And then he has also got a spare t-shirt and a spare pair of pants because you don't know how long you're going to be in hospital for, and he might want to freshen up a little bit. And also when he cut the cord for Everly, it hadn't been clamped off properly and kind of blood splattered everywhere. So I've just packed him a spare top because, you know, I don't really want to have like blood splattered dad in all those first baby photos. The only other thing that will be going in his bag that isn't in there at the moment is the cameras and the phones. He will be in charge of cameras, phones, batteries and memory cards and stuff, but obviously I'm currently talking to the camera, so can't pack it at the moment. So he'll be looking after those. So that is basically everything that I'm taking to hospital. The only thing that is not in my hospital bag yet because it hasn't arrived is some nursing bras. I've got a couple of like sleep bras that are very kind of like unstructured, and then I've also got a couple of more sort of structured nursing bras, but they haven't arrived yet, but they'll be going straight into the bag as soon as they do. And that's it. That's what I'm taking to hospital for me and also for Rich. Make sure that you keep an eye out because very soon I'll be sharing the baby hospital bag video, and we all know that one is like way cuter and more exciting than the grown-up bag, because that's the bag that has all the like tiny little clothes and hats and things in. So yeah, make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that, and I will see you all again for another video very soon. Bye everyone.